Welcome to this week's Rome, the Reborn Optimized Analysis moving forward. First things first, jumping right into it. This is the thing. You need a team that does SEO on a consistent basis because Google's changing. I mean, just this month alone of December 2022, they changed 8 times. So they're always changing, always evolving. That's why you need a team if you want to stay on top. Now, let's jump into some of their analytics here. They're going after 286 keywords they're found for. They get 270 clicks, and they have an 18 domain out of 100. Now, they used to get a little bit more traffic. Looks like May is their busy time. They did dip a lot in October, only 120. Now, this is where powerful SEO can really come into place in terms of like your placement and getting more niche-oriented clicks, right? So look at his, dentist Dr. Larson, Eric Larson. He's known for his name. He's been around a long time, probably referral-based. Every office is. But what you want to do is maximize. So, look at this. Invisalign Salt Lake, there's 40 people, but they're looking for, that's a very niche-oriented keyword. Now, 40 is not a lot, but imagine, I mean, Invisaligns are expensive, right? So imagine you get even 2 of these, 3 of these, 4 of these from one keyword because he's already on page 2. So my point is that if you did, it's not a high keyword difficulty, it's 16 out of 100. So if you did some really good a blog article, then niche-oriented link to Invisalign Salt Lake, Utah, then you would be on the first page most likely. And if not, then you just reevaluate. Again, an ever-evolving strategy is key. So there's some good keywords here. Larson Dentist, he's on page 2. There's 1,600 looking for that. So there are some really powerful keywords. I mean, he's very close. Look at all these on page 2 of Google. He could really get to page 1 with a little bit of SEO, and most likely double, triple, quadruple his traffic, getting up to 1,000 clicks. So, I mean, the call to action's good. I'll say that. Big numbers. He does have his services. Let's click on one of these and see the URL structure. It did take Google page speed test. Let's Google this. It's the web developer one. Let's put in his. It seems like a slow website. Let's analyze this. And while that's going, we'll give that a second. But on each one, it does have a good URL structure. Dental implants. It could say dental implants in Salt Lake, but it already says Salt Lake here, so it's probably not a big deal with this domain. And again, this is a pretty rudimentary site. They have some third-party plugin for Book Online. They're doing some things right, but this is the difference: is getting a few things right and then really being on top of it. An ever-evolving strategy. It can really increase your practice in a huge way, because dental implants, that's a very expensive procedure, and so something like that, getting that on the first page of Google, I mean, you get 10 more dental implants in a month, that's an extra 10, 20, 30 grand. I don't know how much they are. Every practice is different, but yeah, that was my exact thought, is going back to the page speed. It is very slow. So this website needs to be cleaned up. The coding is very slow, so he's probably not going to get to the first page until he actually gets a faster coded website. So doing a new website, technical on-site page speed optimization, this would probably boost his website in tandem with link building and content. But overall, probably about a 6 out of 10. I was going to look for a blog. I am not seeing a blog. That is one thing. Patient education. That is one thing that it's going to be hard for him to rank. Let's just see gum disease. It takes you to a different website, the ADA. Okay. Yeah, so there's a huge issue is not having content consistently uploaded to the website. How is Google supposed to know that you're still relevant? They got 4 billion websites out there. So this is something that, it's okay, but if you just did a blogging, if you did, the niche-oriented link building, those types of things, you would really crush it. So that's kind of this week's Rome, is they need a better coded website for page speed optimization. It's like 8.9 seconds to interact. So you got to wait 9 seconds for this sucker. So anyways, that's kind of this week's Rome. look forward to the next week's Rome. This is going to be a great Grand Slam if these guys do SEO for Salt Lake. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next week.